Boy, do I got a new anime for y'all ass. Ooh wee, man. Listen. This anime called Tomodachi. Ooh, shit. It's an anime called Tomodachi Games, man. Tomodachi Games is about, I don't even know I could tell you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like a mystery anime. It's a mysterious thriller, detective kind of vibe. It's really fire. I ain't gonna lie. I suggest it for a lot of y'all, especially if y'all new to anime. I want y'all to start watching like anime such as this, like Death Note as well. It has like a Death Note vibe to it as well. It's very unique and creative when it comes to like problem solving and manipulating and putting things together. Some shit's gonna be like in front of you and you can notice, but it's kinda different though. I fuck with it. So I do advise y'all to watch it. I do advise y'all to see it. If y'all do, that's your choice. But if not, that's fine. This is a redo of my intro, because my intro for my first time was ass and no energy. I'm sorry. But I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. And see y'all later. Peace. Let me tell y'all about this nigga Yuichi. This nigga Yuichi is really one of them. I'm not finna hold you. He like light, bro. He like light and L. I'm not gonna. He up there. He is up there. He's up there. He's up there. His plans, his formulations. That nigga is one of them. That when I see somebody make a plan so deliberately amazing, it amazes me, and it's just like, yo, what the fuck? I love it so much. Man, I just made a video basically about explaining animes I didn't expect to be so well put or as good. Bro, I came across possibly the best one. It reminds me of this old anime. It was like this murder anime where if somebody gets voted out, the next person gets murdered. I forgot what it's called. People haven't started dying yet. I don't know if people start dying soon. I have no clue. I could give y'all a rundown on episode 1. I could tell y'all I know a little something about episode 2. And then maybe a little spice on episode 3. It starts off with my boy Yuichi, who is the MC. A normal generic looking nigga, I ain't gonna hold you. But he cool though, I ain't gonna lie, he tough. So he got this bike, he going on this job. Him and his friends are basically supposed to be on this field trip. Like it's a group thing. He's doing this job. He was able to get 70,000. He got this friend Shibe. He got another friend Shiho. She got another friend Tenji. And then he has Yutori as a friend. Tenji is a genius. Shibe is this blonde haired dumbass and low key, but he's just a jolly guy. I ain't gonna lie. Shiho seemed like a rough person on the outside, but she's really caring. That's what it seems like. And then Yutori is this nice girl, quote unquote. Let me tell y'all something. I already knew from the jump it was going to be questions about these motherfuckers. The reason why is because in an anime like this, you looking at somebody's personality, you can't look at them from when you first look at them. Somebody could give you off the good impression or like a mediocre impression. You know something's going to be off. So I knew something was going to be off about a lot of these motherfuckers. But that drew me into the anime even more because I want to see how the personality is going to mesh together. How somebody's going to care for one another. I want to see how one is really feeling towards the other, you know? And I ain't gonna lie, you get to see that, not really in the first episode, but you get to see that throughout the season. Shibe has a crush on Shiho, or Shaho, however you want to say it. He had a crush on her for a minute. Not gonna lie. Next moment we see he's with his friends. His friends is talking about it. The money is held into this envelope and it's given to Shiho, I think, who is the president of the class. Like the whole class, like everybody in that grade. But sadly, the money was stolen. Some crazy shit. It was just stolen out of Shiho's locker. We don't know who did it yet. We haven't come across that. But just know that's the main twist of the story at this point in time. And everybody's just like, what's going on? Shibe and Shiho stopped showing up to school like in unison. So it was kind of weird. I'm talking about like the next day they stopped showing up. And everybody was concerned. They are starting to make theories and like, oh, maybe they took the money and started to run off with it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Next moment, Yuichi gets a letter at the door when he comes back home. And he gets this weird knock. Yuichi gets this weird knock. He goes out and finds a letter on the ground. It's from Shiho asking them to meet up at 11 a.m. So Yuichi goes. He goes to meet up with Shiho. Yuichi goes to meet up with Shaho. And all of a sudden, he goes there. And the whole group is there. And they're all looking at him like, what is this for? They basically, the whole group got letters from quote unquote Yuichi about meeting there at this specific location. I think it was at the front of the school. So everybody showed up confused of why they was all there. The letters said they were from Yuichi, but Yuichi caught on to the sudden confusion and everything that was going on. Somebody basically set them up to be kidnapped. Like I'm telling y'all, these boys got kidnapped, boy. These boys got kidnapped. Yuichi got hit with a stun gun. Everybody else got carried away. Yuichi, while he's in the midst of being knocked out, he's having flashbacks of what his mom and his dad said. Or not his dad. Yeah, what his dad said and what his new mom said. The male. So basically what the dad is saying, the most important thing in the world is money. Money, money, money. Money is the most important thing in the world. That's the only thing that you really need to care about. While his mom, or this very important woman figure, said, you might think money is the most important thing, but your friends, hold them higher. That's not exactly what she said, obviously, but I'm just showing y'all that she's saying your friends are the most important thing. He wakes up. Shaiho was all in front of him, just waiting, trying to wake him up. Like, Yuichi, get up, Yuichi, Yuichi, right? So then he gets up. You know how insane people be like in this padded up room? That's what they looked like they was in. To make sure nobody could break out, to make sure nobody hurt themselves or harm themselves or something like that. That's what they was in a room like. To make sure they could go through this suffering together. In the midst of all of that, a door panel suddenly opened, and then this little ugly motherfucker, this dumbass dog, Manabu, just pops up out of nowhere. When I tell y'all this nigga pop up out of nowhere, bro, I didn't expect him to just be there. He's explaining some rules. He's saying, let's play this game. Let's play some games, right? So every time you clear around, you get 2 million yen. Possibility to get a bonus as well. So basically, if you clear around, you should be able to clear a debt. I forgot to also mention, this whole thing is set up off a debt. All right, so I'm pretty sure the debt is 20 million, but in the manga that panels that I'm going to be showing, it says 200 million, and you win 20 million when you win a game. Okay, just letting y'all know beforehand, before anything. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Whether for revenge, whether it's to break everybody up, whether if it's to make everyone suffer. That's why they're doing it. So, like I said, every time you clear around, you can get 2 million in, and that chips in to how much money you have to pay back. There's a bunch of rules. I'm gonna tell you some of the important rules. If you used to show anybody your name tag, you will get 2 times that money that you have to owe. So let's say if you have 1 million yen left, show somebody your name tag. That hope, like the back of your name tag, where it shows the money, because you could say it out loud, but you could be lying as well. But showing them can really be the defining moment of everything. So if you show them, you jump from you go from 1 million to 2 million. If you don't want to play these games, it seems like you could just leave. Like he said, you could leave, this and that, but the debt will be added up until the following players. So if everybody was to leave, the person with the debt has to stay and make up for that 20 million yen. All the friends stayed together, even though Yuichi wanted to find out who or what the debt is coming from, because it didn't seem right. All of a sudden, his friends just had 20 million debt, and they didn't tell nobody. Obviously, you wouldn't want to tell anybody about this situation because it's a very deep, pocketed situation, and it could lead to a multitude of feelings, emotions, and disbelief, which could also corrupt your mind and your brain, and you will not be the same person. So it's understandable to see why they did such a thing to hide it, but at the same time, they should have said something or spoke up about it. But the person that spoke up or that didn't speak up did it for a specific reason. It seems like you could leave. I highly doubt that bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. It seemed, but I ain't gonna lie. It's a little flashback where some friends left somebody else behind, and that debt was basically became his debt. So that's what it seemed like. So if you lose debt, if you lose like around, let me say that. If you lose around, the debt will not increase, but you'll be stuck with what's left. So you have to win that round. Somebody has to make you win that round rather than you being stuck. Somebody has to win. It seems kind of easy, but I promise y'all it's not. It goes with a lot of talent. It comes with a lot of mental. It comes with a bunch of capabilities and possibilities that you never even thought of, which makes the anime more entertaining because it's so gauging to the audience. And by the way, the games have an actual audience like behind it. People are actually watching these motherfuckers suffer, which kind of seem like reality TV, but if you participating in it and you really feel like, oh, these people really ain't shit, you know? But like I said, back to the episode, I'm sorry. So Yuichi was left into confusion to see how everybody was handling the situation, which is a situation about him wanting to know where the debt is coming from. And everybody said we shouldn't focus on that. We should just focus on helping our friend. Let's help our friend. Let's help our friend. Let's help our friend. Yeah, it don't matter. Yuichi was sitting back and started contemplating. He was like, why wouldn't we want to figure out where it's coming from? So as that kept going, he was pressed by the fucking doll. And he was asked, what do you think is more important? He tells Manabu that friends are more important than anything. They go into the first game. It looks like a classroom. Man, it dead ass looked like a classroom. It's crazy. And then it says, if you show anyone how much you owe, your debt will be doubled. As the first game gets started, Kuroki favors the minority. All it takes, my bad, let me explain this. So within the first game, Kuroki is this little cat or whatever fuck. Like basically it's telling you like yes or no, right? Every contestant has to put their hand on this coin to either go to yes or no. In the midst of doing that, all it takes is one person to shift to the other answer, and Kuroki will follow the minority. So, questions being asked. The first question was, is Mount Everest the tallest mountain in Japan? In Yuichi's head, he's like, oh, this is easy. Let's go. Wrong. Okay, so somebody didn't know that Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in Japan. Okay, so maybe he's just like, okay. Maybe they just fucked up. Maybe they don't remember. The next question. 1 + 1 = 2. Like, oh, this is easy. All it takes is for all of us to be like, this is easy. Yeah. Wrong again. He begins to think about somebody being a traitor already. Someone is betraying somebody to either lose money in their debt, to see everything that's going on, or to break up this friend group. So as all that's going on, the third question comes on. But before the third question came on, Shiho went up to Yuichi. Not went up to Yuichi, but they started talking to each other, and she wanted him to tell him a very deep secret that nobody else would know except her. So, I'm not gonna lie, the secret was the fact that he didn't take a bath for a week straight. That's all it was. But the third question, he got wrong again. Like, the third question was wrong again. I can't really remember the third question. I'm sorry, y'all. But the third question, he got wrong again. So, I think how the order went was Tenji, Shaho, and then it was Shibe. I think that was the order it went. Maybe I got the order wrong, low-key. Shibe might have went first. I'm sorry. But that's how it went. So, fourth question is supposed to be Yuichi's turn. Yuichi is reading the card. He's seeing what's going on, and he's like, okay. So basically somebody is trying to find a way to lower their debt. The whole time, somebody is making everyone suffer. And all it takes to pass this round, all it takes is just the whole group to answer a question right. That's all it's taking. So, he finds that out. He reads his question off. He's like, yes. Right? No became the answer. Somebody, some force pushed it to the answer that he was not going towards at all. So he's making ideas in his head that's like, whoa, okay, so somebody's really out for us. Somebody's really trying us. What's going on? Right? So as that's going on, everything just seems to fall apart within the friend group. Every friend seems to contemplate about, oh, maybe it's him, maybe it's her, maybe it's him, maybe it's her. Everybody's just over here thinking like, what the fuck is going on? So back to what I was saying. He lost friends. He starts thinking, he like, oh man, money is more important. Money. Man, fuck these people. He's basically just like saying that. Yuichi believes that Yutori is the only one that he could believe. Yutori's the last one reading the question. Will this group remain friends no matter what? Let me tell y'all what this nigga Yuichi did, man. He is one of them. So I forgot to mention, a rule is that you cannot talk except the person reading the card and when you're reading the card. So you're not allowed to talk at all. That boy Yuichi doubled his debt to talk. He started saying some bullshit. He just spouted. He was like, oh, somebody's a traitor. Oh, you thought I would just let Yutori take all the debt, huh? Nah. Because I forgot to mention, if you get every question wrong, the person that gets the most debt, every other person's debt goes on to the other person. And it's devastating to deal with that. It's a lot to come back from. So like I said, when he found that the Yutori was supposed to be like the only one that he could trust and the only one that he could really believe in, he changed his whole mindset and persona back to his basically normal self, to believing into everybody, to believing in his friends and the whole group, and trusting one another. Yeah, that was before the fifth question. The fifth question was gonna be always a simple yes or no. Did I forget to mention? If you pick no, the debt would be cut in half to the reader reading the card. The fifth person never got the card. Those kind of cards. The card that that person got was a true yes or no question. Nothing else. And one of the people that was managing it was like, if that question was to go first, everybody would have picked yes. But since everything has gone on afterwards, they don't know. They don't know each other like anymore. They don't know who each other is thinking about. They don't know what each other is thinking about. That boy Yuichi spoke up. He said his thing. He did his thing. And everybody picked yes. Because nobody wanted to get outed as a traitor. I forgot to mention, this nigga outing question and how the first episode ended was this nigga asking what color underwear Shiho was wearing. Or, bro, like, what the fuck is wrong with this freak? Shibe has a crush on Shibe. Oh, I'm about to say Shibe has a crush on Shibe. Need you to come my way. I'm going out my mind. Dirty MG, they blue. How many at one time? What you said gotta be true. You was all on my mind. Wherever I go, they go. Too many at one time.